Welcome to our YouTube channel, Kiran Kulte Biology Academy. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the development of female gametophyte in angiosperm. In previous lecture, we had seen the development of male gametophyte in angiosperm. Now, we have to discuss on the female gametophyte. It is also same like to that of male gametophyte. The difference is female gametophyte is present or developed inside in the ovule. तो ovule क्या है? That we had seen already in the previous topic, that is the structure of anatropous ovule. So only for the quick review, I'll tell you here the simple definition of ovule. Ovule is a unfertilized seed. So after fertilization, ovule has get converted into seed, and before fertilization, seed was ovule. So ovule, it may be one or two or more than two in number. The number vary from species to species. So these ovules are present inside in the ovary. And how the process of development of female gametophyte, the structure, who is having a female gamete, that is egg, it is produced inside in the ovule, that we are going to study in this chapter or in this topic. So already in the previous lecture we had seen the vertical section, views of ovule. The ovule normally consists two main parts. The first one, that is the stalk. So here in the first picture, if you concentrate here, the stalk is what? The part by which the body of ovule will get connect with the placenta or wall of ovary, that is called a stalk. And the second part of ovule is body. Body mainly consists two parts. One central prominent portion, that is the nucellus, which is made up of diploid parenchymatous cell. So here is the nucellus which is shown here in green color. So nucellus क्या है? Nucellus is diploid in nature and it is made up of parenchymatous cells. So ये parenchyma से बना हुआ है, parenchymatous cells. Around the nucellus, two protective coverings are present in angiosperm. Therefore, in angiosperm, ovules are bitegmic. So bitegmic ovule is the characteristic feature of angiosperm. So here is the inner protective covering and here is the outer protective covering. The inner protective covering is called as inner integument, whereas the outer protective covering, outer integument. Now these two integuments, they are completely encircling the nucellus. Only they are keeping a one small opening or aperture on one side. The opening or aperture, now here is the opening or aperture which is present on this ovule, that is called as micropyle. That is called as what? Micropyle. Now we are going to start with the development of female gametophyte. Now the first statement is like this. One of the cell from the hypodermal region of nucellus. Now here, if you see here, the green color cell, now concentrate in the green region. In the green part, the outermost layer of cell, that is called as epidermal layer of nucellus, means outermost or peripheral cells of nucellus. Below the epidermis of nucellus, the second layer which is present, now this one is the second layer of cell, that is called as hypodermal layer. What was the statement? One of the cell from the hypodermal region of nucellus is act as archesporium. ती काय म्हणून काम करणार आहे? Archesporium. It is going to be act as a archesporium, and that archesporium directly function as a megaspore mother cell. Already I told that all the cells of nucellus are diploid. Therefore, the archesporium, which is the one cell from the hypodermal region of nucellus, that is also diploid, and that one archesporial cell is going to be as a megaspore mother cell. Therefore, this megaspore mother cell is also diploid in nature, and this megaspore mother cell, which is here shown in blue color, that megaspore mother cell is going to produce a female gametophyte in future, that is a embryo sac which is oval in shape. So how that embryo sac is going to produce from this megaspore mother cell, that we have to discuss in this video. So this megaspore mother cell, which is diploid in nature, it undergo meiosis. So all the changes, or whatever changes now we are going to discuss, all these changes are going to take place at this point. At this point inside in the ovule. This picture is of ovule. Now here this megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis, and therefore 4 daughter haploid megaspores are get formed and they are arranged one above other. Means they are arranged in a linear manner. Therefore, they are 4 in number and arranged in a straight manner or in straight line. Therefore, it is called as linear tetrad. Now, how many haploid daughter cells are get formed here? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, the upper 3 megaspores all are haploid. One haploid, second haploid, third and fourth one. The upper 3, those 3 megaspores are present towards the micropylar end. Already I told, the micropyle is towards the upper side. Now the upper 3 haploid megaspores, they undergo disintegration. They will get disintegrate or degenerate. They will get degenerate or disintegrate. And only one remain as it is, that is called as functional megaspore. Only the chelazal megaspore remain as it is, which is called as functional megaspore. Whereas the upper 3, those who are present towards the micropylar end, they will get degenerate or disintegrate, and only one remain as it is. And this functional megaspore, which is present towards the central side of nucleus or towards the chelazal side, that is going to produce a future embryo sac, that is a female gametophyte. Now this functional megaspore undergo, initially it undergo enlargement. तर त्याची काय होणार आहे, फक्त साइज वाढणार आहे. इट अंडरगो, उसका साइज ही बढ़ने वाले से, इट अंडरगो enlargement. Now this is the enlarged functional megaspore with a central haploid nuclei. After this haploid nuclei undergo 3 consecutive or successive free nuclear cell division. Free nuclear cell division means whatever divisions are taking place after this here, they are only of, there is only of karyokinesis, not cytokinesis. Only nucleus is going to get divided into daughter nuclei without a division of cytoplasm. Such type of division is called as free nuclear cell division. Now here this one haploid nuclei which is present in the enlarged functional megaspore, it undergo meiosis 1, and therefore a 2 daughter nuclei are get formed, and after a formation both the newly formed daughter nuclei, they will get moved towards the 2 opposite pole. One will get moved towards the upper pole and second one will get moved towards the lower pole. Therefore inside in the single compartment a 2 haploid daughter nuclei has get formed after the finishing of meiosis 1. Then second meiosis. After second meiosis or due to second meiosis, the newly formed 2 daughter nuclei, they again undergo meiosis. Therefore at each pole, this is the upper pole and this one is the lower pole. At each pole 2 daughter nuclei has get formed. Means here haploid, 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 haploid. And at the end of meiosis 3, 4 haploid daughter nuclei are get formed towards the 2 opposite pole. Means here what are the 3 main processes. The first one, that is a meiosis of megaspore mother cell, formation of linear tetrad which gives us formation of linear tetrad, then degeneration of upper 3 megaspores, enlargement and meiosis. 3 successive meiosis give rise finally a one oval shape enlarged megaspore having a total 8 haploid nuclei, 4 towards the one pole and 4 towards the other pole. Now I have to draw this upper diagram. Now what finally will get takes place? Now finally from these 4 nuclei, those who are present towards the upper pole, one nucleus will get migrate or come towards the center, and one nucleus from the lower pole come towards the center. Therefore 2 nuclei, 2 haploid nuclei, they will get reach or come at the center, and at the upper pole and at the lower pole only 3 nuclei remain as it is. Means inside in the single oval shape structure, immature embryo sac, total 8 nuclei are present, 3 towards the 2 opposite pole and 2 are in the center. Now finally the cytokinesis or cell wall formation has get takes place. तो cell wall formation होता है. So after cell wall formation, a separate cell wall has get formed around the 3 upper nuclei and separate cell wall formation around the 3 lower nuclei, and only one cell wall formation has get takes place around the 2 central nucleus. Therefore, finally, a oval shape 7 cell 8 nucleated structure has get formed, which is called as embryo sac. Now from these 7 cell 8 nucleated structure, the 3 cells those are present towards the chalazial side, that is called as egg apparatus. From these 3 cells, the central cell is called as egg or female gamete, whereas the 2 lateral cells are called as synergids. Now these synergids help during the entry of pollen tube inside in the embryo sac before a fertilization. The central one is called as polar nuclei or secondary cell, whereas the 3 cells those are present towards the micropylar end, they are called as antipodal cell. The function of antipodal cells is still yet not known. So such a oval shape 7 cell 8 nucleated structure is called as embryo sac or female gametophyte. So in finally we have to remember one statement: the development of female gametophyte in angiosperm is monosporic, endosporic and polygonum type. Why monosporic? Because this structure has to get developed from only one spore, therefore monosporic, and all the changes takes place inside in the functional megaspore, therefore endosporic. And why polygonum? Because this embryo sac is with 7 cell and 8 nucleus. If you are having any doubt, difficulty, please put your doubts and difficulties in your comment box. जर आपण चॅनल सबस्क्राईब केला नसेल तर प्लीज डू द सबस्क्राईब and tell your friends. Thank you very much.